So with that, I just want to point out a few things. I want to let the group know that if you look here to your left, you will see pictures of what our assisted living facility project is going to look like. These designs were done by Jarrett. He continued, the firm continued on with the project that we had when we first began, and we really started working on this about 2.5 years ago. It was like in April of 2009 when I was hired as the office manager to help with the Hopi Assisted Living Facility team. In turn, they were already established at that time, and they had about 10 to 12 representatives representing every village that we have here on the Hopi tribe. So those introductions will be coming in a bit, and you will know who they are. But within the last week or so, even last week, I was thinking about all this, and I had to give a little bit of a report to the chairperson one day. I was telling her one night I went to sleep. In fact, I probably didn't go to sleep till about 2:30 in the morning. I started worrying. I started thinking about things. I wondered, how is this going to go over? Will things be okay? Will we do the right stuff in the right way, and etc.? And all of a sudden, all these faces or names started popping up, especially, I guess, within the Munkapi area, where I have seen a lot of devoted elderly women spent endless time of dedicating their service to the elderly program here in the village of Upper Munkapi. And I know that because when I used to come down for visits from Utah, once in a while my mom would ask me to go and visit and go to the elderly center. At that time it was over at the old Munkapi Day School, and they were given a building there where they invited the elders from the other villages to come and eat with them during the duration of the time that they had a place to function and do their activities. And you know, all these names just came popping up, and I was telling the chairman yesterday about that, and I says, you know, it's funny how well over 20 years a dream like this was already dreamed about by the elders, what they wanted for their elderly people, especially those that are now residing off the reservation, and we need to bring them back. And to this date, I just want to say how much I truly, truly appreciate the Hopi Assisted Living Task Team members. You know, those task team members have been so dedicated to this project. I have never, ever had to worry about them when meetings were called, when I had to let them know. They were always there. If they weren't there, it was either for emergency family situations or other crises that they had in their lives that came as a precedence before having to come to these meetings. So I want them to be very proud of this day and be very proud from here on until the 10 months of our construction period completes. And it's kind of funny because you stand here and you think, you know, this is just the beginning, but it's not going to be a reality. And I keep telling this to my team members until I actually see frames going up. And you know for sure that this is really going to be a building here for our elderly people. And let's keep that in mind, everyone, and let's have that positive attitude that this is something that is meant to happen. This is an era for it, and I'm very thankful for this this opportunity to be a part of this great and wonderful project. With that, we'll go ahead and go into our program. We've handed out some programs. If you don't have one, I think there's a couple of ladies out there that do have a program. First of all, I would like to call upon Marlene Sekaquaptewa. She will come up and do the welcome and introductions. Marlene? She is one of the task team members and also is a member of our new board of directors that will be on when the facility will be built.
Pai askwali tampiu talahoya kay halay tuti. Ne piu itam halay tuti umayasa ne kami tamam teo tsubalti. Itam kapahita owe puyep tsubalta. Good morning, everybody, and welcome to this momentous time that has been so long in the works and finally becoming a reality. I welcome every one of you for joining us today. It is an honor and a privilege to acknowledge some people who have been a part of this activity for the past 6-7 years, and we appreciate your being here with us today. First, I would like to acknowledge LeRoy Shingoitewa, Chairman of the Hopi Tribe, Herman Honanie, Vice Chairman of the Hopi Tribe, the Governor of Upper Village of Munkapi, William Charley, and I see a sprinkling out there of the Hopi Tribal Council representatives from your villages, Asqualia Maiki. There's also the Hopi Tribal Council's General Counsel, the legal entity, Mr. Andy Norwell, Evan Manning, Mr. Robert Little, and Susan Hart. Asquali to you for all the legal work that you put in for this project. And we also have some of our, the village elderly coordinators from our senior centers, our elderly programs. Marvin Lalo, Tara Toribio, Diane Lucero, Aldrich George, Lorraine Coyne, Deanna Bergner, and Winifred Phillips. And there are others, and if I missed you, I apologize. We also had a team called the CATT team members from the Hopi Tribal Organization who gave us all of the technical knowledge about the processes that are involved in undertaking such a project. So we thank them too. And we have had a wonderful relationship with the people who are actually going to put this building up. We've had a relationship with the Arcadis Project Management Company, represented by Mr. Mike Torreson and Tim Brand. They are the people that come and help us work through all the kinks and barriers that we have to undertake. It was quite an education. And the construction company, the most important, Brycon Construction Corporation, represented by David Smith, Scott Delusion, and other employees of their company, Don Smith and Bill Lemon. Thank you for being here. Going on now to introduce the team that sat and worked on this throughout these years. The Hopi Assisted Living Facility Task Team. Linda Honanie, Chairperson, representing the Upper Village of Munkapi. Kevin Nash, Vice Chairperson, representing Village of Sitomovi. Anna Silas, representing the Village of Tewa. Florence Choyo, representing the Village of Walpi. Barbara Phillips, representing the Village of Sapaulavi. Melvin George, representing the Village of Kikotsmovi. Virginia Taylor, representing the Village of Oraivi. Lorna Kamahuniwa, representing the Village of Hotbella. Marlene Sekaquaptewa, representing the Village of Pakabi. Leon Nubayastiwa from the Office of Aging and Adult Services, who was our technical agent with the tribal government. We also have taken an important step in going forward with the project, and so there has been selected a new board of directors for the facility who will be overseeing the operations of the facility once it's completed. And they are Bruce Talawaima, Lorna Kamahungniwa, Florence Choyo, Mary Shingoitewa, Nabanik, and Marlene Sekaquaptewa. And we all welcome you heartily for being here and being a part of this really, really neat thing. That's about all I can say. It's a reality, and we're just really happy.
The next thing on our program is we would like to call Mr. Danny Humitiwa up. We have asked him to do an opening prayer as well as do the blessing on the land to dedicate this for the facility. So Danny, if you would please come up.
Yasan nakakampo na yap ita mga mo nawag nakpo taapit to tanbiwa. Uy ko anta ba anta tawa ove tanasel. Yang kak felol mat picangway kay tamo mikay ba hape. Nakantay tayep yasan nakakam-antay tepo piyo. Itasin may tao may mga mitki at awhin tatinakayasan nakamiyap piyo tawa tahape. Nakanta ay by nangupi uya wa tumal tuan ya kanca pu hapi kapi tai thi talo mat ayori kyan hape yan anca ma ai taw tumal tutakamu anca ai yep akamit maksane kamata tu kanca aw anca na hapi sof ke watsinot ang amay nakovi oi anca ai yep akamoy anca sosok mayamu mitongo ke tak Ancayan ay hisnen tak yan nakamita so sambil halay kaya kang ancayan biuyan so sa mo yung mahakamoy ta kache kalan hape nakancay ang kay maay hakawatay anyake yan kikit ang kay makakawat kabas pasiyo kamapiyese nakancay ta pumuyon kaya kayip hape po itapit tumatot anyabe ancay wanap tak Anca ita sinam ahoy pewe tama mea beekine yep akami tamong bihi tawayan yang ni no oy anca ban hala iti anca oy ta so samit aw nang te yep makam biusop ke wat sinong ak mongwas to ni oy nakpai na hala iti anca ma yep itamo mita tawal take Nakuwi tayo nakamtunat ya kaya kang pahala kaya kang ansa ya pipiyo yung may kakamita kasi uwi nahungo ito tani ansa bayes yun ano yung may kakamkatsi na ako kaya winti yun ipay ng paspapa o kiway nakuwi pa yun kapas himuhak ni kiyang ansa yan nakamipiyasan yung kakam ito mga nawak na yun nakuwi tayo kaya yan nakaminta ni kukwa
Mr. Humitiwa was asking me where we're going to be building the facility. It's just going to be right directly behind us. In fact, where everybody is sitting is going to be kind of like the entrance to the facility. So actually what will happen is this hill will be taken out and our facility will be built. 11,000 square foot facility will be built right behind us. Asquali Danny, we really appreciate that from and on behalf of the Hopi Assistant Living Facility Project. And I know that our land will be safe and I know that it will be dedicated for the purpose that it was intended for. With that, I would like to now call up a couple of important people that runs the government for the Hopi tribe. I would like to first call up the chairman of the Hopi tribe, Mr. LeRoy Shingoitewa, to give us a couple of remarks, and then followed by him will be Mr. Herman Honanie, who is the vice chairman.
Quay phải nơi họ lại thì à xem tâm nhập cho vào cái ơi phải tâm bữa hi tao yêu được cái này phải tâm ơi vậy thì à tao càng happy bữa cái rắc bị này anh. I want to welcome all our visitors and all our dignitaries that we have here of the tribe, and also from the other places that we have. You know, for me, this is something that was talked about for a long time. And before we go any further, I would like to have all the assistant living committee members please stand up. Marlene, everybody, those that worked on this. Let's give them a big hand. You know, for me, this is real special. I'm like Marlene. In the 70s, I was an assistant principal down at Phoenix Indian School. And we had some of our dance team, and in fact, one of the members, I don't know if he's here, Eric Tiwa. We used to go around and dance to there was 2 centers there in Phoenix. Every year, at least twice a year, we'd go dance for them and talk to our elders. And every time we'd come in, the elders would get so happy that there was somebody to check on them. And you know, today, it's the same way. And I'm so proud that we have one of our older members of our village. Where is she at? I know she's... Did she go back in? Like anything else, we always depend on our elders. Sometimes we forget the younger generation, that we forget that our elders are the people with the wisdom. And when they get certain age, sometimes people think 65, 70 that they're not worth anything anymore. But you know what? Those of us that have reached that age now, hey, we feel pretty smart yet. And so today, I think that the main thing is that we have now, both the vice chairman and I and this council have finally put together this project and got it funded. And we've talked about it 25 years ago. Now it's done. So it's a new beginning. So let's please give a hand to the tribal council for agreeing to this. The other side, when the Savini Center started here in Munkapi, and they talked about putting up a center, which they finally did, they had already put this here as a reserve site. And so those elders, not only here in Munkapi, but also across the reservation today, we honor them for what they've done to never give up hope that we'd have a place for our people. Because I already told the board of directors that I want a room that faces the sun early in the morning so that I can watch the tawa come out, so my aunts, I can watch them as they come up, how beautiful they are. So I've got it all planned out as well as for myself. You know, and again, like I said, those of you that have never given up, those of you that have given up hope, this is how things occur. You have to have a dream and a vision. You have to never give up on that dream or a vision. That way it happens. And I'm hoping that this is the beginning again of other things that will happen here on a Hopi reservation. Ita mas anhit tatuat autay ka kyang petapi sitep ya totango. Ni kyang ya pakamitam ukyo totingo. Itam pai pakapanyang ni. Itam nahong bilalwe hi tatuat ayurikyan ni. And I'm going to go back to the elders that have now passed on, the leaders that we had. I thank them for their wisdom they gave me. Marlene's fathers and brothers, good example. Danny, Honanie's the vice chairman's father, my dad, Clarence Hamilton, Dewey Healing, you know, all these last leaders. I have great honor. I was fortunate to be part of them and know who they were. And they gave me wisdom. And I thank them for making me who I am. So today, we celebrate this special day for the groundbreaking of a center that is in honor of our elder population. Kwakwai. Away.
Thank you, Chairman. Good morning, everybody. Good morning and welcome, and thank you for having me here this morning as part of this important program. I too, like the chairman stated, I feel that everybody here is important to the cause and the reason why we're here today. And I just want to acknowledge you all and everyone else who have been involved in this project in the past. As the chairman mentioned and made reference to past leaders, past individuals who had been very, very instrumental in getting us to this point, I think a lot is what we owe them. My wife and I were having dinner last night after I attended a school board meeting, and we went to Keams, and we were talking, and we had our granddaughter with us. And I told her, and we were talking about, what should I say tomorrow at the groundbreaking? And she gave me some pointers and told me what basically to say, and then my granddaughter said, what are you talking about, Kwa? And I told her, I explained what we were talking about, why I was going to be here, and I said, one day, Mano, you're going to be taking care of Kwa and so on. And she sat there for a second, and she shook her head and says, no, I'm not going to do that. It's going to be my mom. So, okay, you know. But I think this is the reason, that's the reason why we have this project on the books for so many years. Back in the 70s, like the chairman, I remember going to meetings as a department director for committee staff. We had the health committee. Seems like every month on the agenda was the nursing home facility. He said itam budwi kiyani. He said pamao aniotin. Hakang ita siva je pudje punup chinai. Angka hakpa okay itam ita wuwak mo ita tango mo itana mo ipubu mo angka oye yung ipove. And I always remembered what Virginia said at one of those meetings, or maybe we were just talking together. Yeah, how come Virginia? Okay, or Virginia, she was an ombudsman for the health department for social services, and she would travel to the various nursing homes, and she would visit the Hopi elders residing in these facilities. And you know, one day she came home and she said to me, Okiwa, ita sinom pangka yes, selmo kiyo yungwa, hakawat as ani momuit, hakawat ani hita akhongya, nika okiyo pangka puma yes, itam puma isuto kiyo is, itam puma itatami yungwa. Neka oke haki ayurike halai toting. Ya hima hincha ki kiva ya uma hincha kya ya hakai per kalawisa hima per hincha ki. It oke ya puma siche buwan kya ke oke pep hakam ansa songka nawis na yes ni yung. Ne put ne kasu tok angka hakpam unumum. This had to be since the 70s, Virginia. Ni ka pek hakamin no pite ka po ne it kanit apake yes umara itam me ekek ne pangka itam sewo hakil alwa itam siva yungwa Hopi siva ita itam putak mong wasyani no kwa itam pek ek kwa itam nawisa pek ek ni ka obi itam habiyat titskwat habipu helik nayan ni ka ansa Hopi bewat hakpansa ansa titskwat pante hakapi papi putak hinwat mongwas ne kai panwat tunat yatang ne ka obi. From this point on, once we break ground today, there's no turning back, ladies and gentlemen. We will wait to see that facility be here in Hope within a year, and that's going to be one of the proudest moments in the history of the Hopi people, I feel, because we owe this to our elders, we owe this to our seniors. So I'm very proud to be a part of this program, a very, very minute part of this program, but I want to say thank you to everybody. Thank you to everybody who have committed their time, who have put the task and put the energy into this effort. Without your involvement, without your dedication, without your foresight, and without your caring, but I believe that each one of you have had that little thing touch you in life to make you become dedicated and to support the cause. Kwak no mumbihalite no ansa mumbihalite umay tamoy yep itanga mu yomik hakami yumok idias panta ka tuwa wes ka ayurik ya ka umait asu ta el tote ancha umani to mal tota. You put in a lot of time and a lot of work. Now, I hope you taste the flavor, the good flavor of your fruit of your labor. So I just want to thank everybody and to our guests. Thank you for being here. We look forward to a positive, constructive relationship, if you will. Thank you very much, everybody. Kwakwa, and have a good day.
Thank you very much, Chairman and Vice Chairman, for those good words of encouragement and for all the things that you have said. I just want to remind the Chairman and the Vice Chairman that we will certainly be happy to have them be in our facility because we have 4 rooms that are double occupancy. So you'll be able to have your wives with you or your aunties or whoever you want to room with. So just keep that in mind, and we would certainly be happy to have you there. So you can go back and tell your granddaughter, Herman, you'll be well taken care of. I'm going to throw something in really fast. I think that we really need to hear from another person that I feel has given us this opportunity to finally get land to where we can build our facility. And I want to call upon Governor Charley from the upper village of Munkapi to give us a few words of remarks. We didn't mean to leave him out, but because of him and because of the village, we could not be happier in being able to get land that has already been developed, that has already gone through all the things that we needed to get done in order for our place to be placed. So, Governor Charley, would you please come up?
Good morning. Lamata Lavai. I wasn't really planning on talking. I was just going to take pictures. But for me and the Upper Village Council, it was a no-brainer. I mean, you know, they wanted land, and we were really honored that that they picked us, the Upper Village, to bring this facility to. So once we heard that, we took it, and we weren't going to give it up. So we're always very happy. We have the land here. We have everything here, and we're always willing to, you know, help everybody. This facility is for all Hopi people. So we're just providing the space, the land, and all our hospitality. So I'm very happy that that this building is going to come here. It's really a great honor, especially when I get to go. The last hospital update meeting, I went to their quarterly meeting, and the Navajos tribe was there, sitting there talking about, well, we need an elderly assisted living facility for our elders, and they don't want to send their seniors off the reservation either. And I told them that we're going to be putting one up within a month or something, and they all looked at me and like, wow, you guys are way ahead of us, you know. And it's so great that, you know, we can do stuff like this. So now they're kind of jealous of us, so it's a good thing. I want to take all their business and everything, so it's always a good thing, you know. So I'm very happy, you know, that everyone is here, and I'm real happy to the task team. You know, I was really honored to be able to sit in their meetings. They were really dedicated to getting this done, and you know, it takes a long time, and once a Hopi gets its mind on something, it's over. It's going to get done if it's going to take them till the rest of their lives. So, but I'm glad that this was done in shorter time, and I'm very sad that Linda wasn't here to see this, because she was really one of the spearheads of this whole thing with Mary and the whole task team, Leon, everybody, and the consul, the chairman, the vice chairman, the legal counsel, everybody. You know, I mean, there was really no holdups. Everybody knew how important this was to us. So I'm very lucky. I just live over the hill, so I can just walk around and come in, and so I don't have too far, and it's all downhill. So when I turn that age, my wife just puts me in a wheelchair and pushes me down. So look for me. But thank you. Kokoi.
Thank you, Governor. I knew you could do it. You're a Superman in yourself. So, with that, I would just like to mention something here as we were talking and going back and I guess recollecting the past. And I thought about something when I just couldn't have a good sleep that one night. I started seeing, like I told you, different people and different names. The reason why I guess that happened was I just thought about my mother. And all the love and dedication she had for the elders here in her village. Not only that, people by the name of Lily Gilbert, Rita Honanie, Eloise Honanie, Bonnie, Loy Honanie, Daisy Albert, Martha Namkina, Clara Honanie, Georgiana Hamana, and also a very special uncle that we had that always came and brought his people from across from Second Mesa, and that was McBride Lomayastiwa. And to this day, some of the few older elders that we have in the village, Betty Sutupka and also Betty Samatskaka. With that, we now come to the end for our groundbreaking, and we will now have the opportunity to turn over the dirt, which will now, after that, proceed to where our construction will start staging on January the 16th and proceed from there. And within 10 months, I guarantee you, within 10 months, you're going to see our facility here, ready for the doors to be opened and ready for the operations of that facility to begin. With that, I would like to call the following people. First, I would like to call up Chairman Shingoitewa. I think his is up here. Right here. It's his shovel. If you can hang on to that and make sure you put your hard hat on. You can't turn the ground over without your hard hat on. And
do my irrigation.
Mr. Our Vice Chairman Honanie, Herman Honanie.
He doesn't know
And then we'll start down from there. And then the Assistant Living Task Team members, Kevin Nash, Florence Choyo, Anna Silas, Barbara Phillips, Melvin George, Virginia Taylor, Lorna Kwamahongniwa, Marlene Sekaquaptewa, and then myself, and then the Aging and Adult Services Director, Leon Nevaiastua, the Upper Village Munkapi Governor, William Charley, from Arcadius Project Manager, Mike Torreson, and then our architect, Jarrett Architects, William Jarrett. And then from Brycon Construction, we've got David Smith. We have Scott Deluzin. We have Don Smith. And I think we have Mr. Bill Lemon. Do we have one for? Yes. And who's the other one? Is that all that we have? It's not here. Okay. And then we also have a couple hard hats for Julie and Shirley. And so what we will do is, I think over here.
All right. Don't throw it too high, though. We don't want to get everybody dirty. Now we're going to do it on three. Everybody get a shovelful. Now throw it up in the air. 1, 2, and 3. You're going to kind of throw it a little more straight towards me. 3. Throw it at you. Ready, 1, 2, and 3. All right, let's do that about 3 more times. Ready, one on. All right, we're going to do it on 3, though. Ready, 1, 2, and 3. Yes.